video today is going to be about why you should not steal other people's content and why listening to that trend of copy me of everything I say and do does not work for you. And then I'm going to also give you what will work for you in order to be successful with your videos and what will actually promote your videos just a little bit better for you where you are at now. Okay. All right. So we're going to talk about 3 things that really need to be addressed inside of each video. I don't care what your niche is. I don't care what your topic is. You really need to be able to emphasize on these 3 particular things in order to bring whatever it is you're talking about together as a whole. Right? And this is why copy and pasting don't really work, because when you copy and paste someone, all you're doing is drawing attention to them. Typically what ends up happening, someone that makes it big, get a viral video, or people start getting attention to them, and the hype sort of goes to their head and they don't really know why it's actually happening to them. They'll tell you, and you'll even hear them say, I don't know what it was I did. I've been doing this for so long and I tried to do this, or, or some will be like trying to be calm about it and go, just follow me, do my tactics, copy and paste what I do, copy my titles, copy what I say, maybe flip it up in your own words. Then you'll also hear them go, well, everybody is always saying the same thing. Everybody keeps saying the same thing over and over. It's just all regurgitated, but yet they're telling you to copy them. So what sense does that make if they're telling you that everybody is copying off of everybody and nobody is original, although they want to be authentic and want authenticity to copy their titles and copy them? The main reason why it's not working for you is because you're not them. You're not the one who put in whatever work you put in prior to catching your wave and or your trend, or how another content creator said, your dip in the roller coaster ride, correct? It doesn't, however you address this, however you make it sound, or whatever illusion you want to give to the people so that they can see what you're saying, it is still saying the same thing. It has to be you. The effects of the outcome of your channel blowing up is because of something that you were doing, not the next person. I can duplicate what someone else do because the main factor in that duplication is them, and I'm not them, so therefore it does not work. But what it does do to the person that is telling you to do it, it promotes them. It promotes their channel. It promotes their strategy, even though people give them accolades as to say, this is why, or because they are saying this, listen to them. No, this is what everybody was saying. It's just that right now, the highlight or the attention's on them. And so people tend to make it as if they're the reason why. Even when I give my illustration, I said the school of Dante. It's the school of Dante now. It's not because Dante created that. It's just what's happening, the atmosphere surrounding him, and what is going on. And typically when something like this happens and a person can't explain to you as to why it is happening, they're going to do what works for them. You'll often hear them say, well, it works for me. I'm telling you what works for me, so just do what I do, right? It works for them because of the position that what they were in and what they were doing. It doesn't stay that way for them because they don't know why, and they don't know how to make it work for them. A lot of times people use money, flash things that they have, they flash it. And the only reason they're flashing it, y'all, is to show you the proof is in the pudding. The proof is this is what happened to me, and it could also happen to you. Don't let nobody make you feel otherwise. Well, reverse that nobody make you feel otherwise thing, right? nope, don't let anybody make you feel like you can't do it, right? You should already feel like that before anybody goes out and do anything and show you any proof of it. Because why? You have to believe in yourself that you already can do it. No matter what the number looks like, no matter what is going on, no matter what is happening or who I'm seeing that's being successful, you have to know that within yourself, no matter what I see or what I hear, I already know that I'm going to be successful. Because if that key element is not inside you, then you're already doomed, and you might as well stop until you can feel like you got what it takes to make it work. Whatever you believe is what you shall achieve, right? If you are believing doubt, doubt is what you will get. If you are believing success, success is what you will get. It might not come like that, but you will get it. You just have to continue to believe in yourself. But again, it is still the work that you are putting into whatever you are doing. It's not the work of someone else. If you look at that person, then look for them for why it is happening to them. Don't look at it for what they have or how they got it, but look for them for why it's happening. If they can't tell you why, congratulate them and go search for somebody that can tell you why it's happening. Listen with your intellect. Don't listen with your feeling of entertainment, because every time you are trying to obtain knowledge through solely entertainment is all you're going to get from whatever that person is showing you. You're gonna get, oh, I see the money, and if you don't be careful, people will try to take that money from you. You will get, oh, I see the stuff, and if you're not careful, people will try to take your stuff. But if you want to continue to do continue to grow and achieve those levels, then you need to know the why it is happening, not the copy me version of their success, because copying is not going to get you absolutely anywhere, even if it does bring you somewhat of success. And the reason being is because there are certain things that when they tell you to copy them, if it is hot or trending, it will attach people. But it's not going to attach people the way you're thinking, right? It all works still within your own community, your own platform, and what you got going on yourself, right? So if you find something new about that somebody's telling you, including the information that I'm about to disclose to you in a few moments, the 3 things that no matter what you do in your video, you need to figure out a way to connect to these 3 things, right? In order to make your video more relatable, more attractive, more connecting to whoever is viewing you, okay? And you do this by not lying, but giving real stories, real value, real examples, real knowledge of what is going on. You don't make up some stuff or copy somebody else to make it seem like it's what you do. And you don't try to pretend like you know what's going on, because the thing is, you're not going to be able to explain it, and nobody's going to be able to understand it, and nobody's going to be able to apply whatever you're saying, especially if you're acting like you know something that you do not. Right? And it will show, especially when those that are close to you aren't doing the exact same thing that you are doing, right? If they're not doing the exact same thing and you're promoting that they are, it's because what you're saying isn't right, all right? So let me go ahead and give you those 3 things that you need to implement in every video. I don't give a rat's behind what that video is about, okay? But make sure you tap onto these 3 things. Right. Now, what I do want to say before I give you those 3 things, in my last video when I was talking about Meta and why it works for her, sometimes when I be talking, if I don't go back and I edit a video, if I don't edit the video, I might say a word or something that was kind of off. But I will always go back inside the video once, because I listen to everything I record. I listen to it after I record it. I listen to it while I'm editing it. I'm listening to it while I upload it. I'm listening to it various stages. Once I upload it, I go back and I listen to it again. So I'm catching stuff that I might have said that was kind of off or wrong. And so I will go back in the comment section and make that correction. So in that particular video, I was trying to explain to you what you need to be aware of when looking at other people's channels, so that way you'll know what's really going on. And I said you need to watch the views for each particular video. And based off the views, they're paying them for the RPMs per the view, not the video. In the video, I said the video, but no, per the view for that particular video. Now, collectively, you will be paid for your whole channel within that 28-day period. That's why YouTube shows you a 28-day format when it comes to your analytics, when it's showing you revenues and stuff like that. And then if you need an even further breakdown to help you improve whatever it is you're doing, they break it down even further to a 7-day period. If you go into the individual content, you can see it broken down to a 48-hour period. And if you're watching your stuff from day to day, you then can break it down on a daily basis. After everything is accumulated, if you just want to know numbers as far as views, you can always go back on the 7th day, a day after the fact, and go back to see what those views was, to see does they align with what you got going on. But in the video, I basically stated that I said it pays you by the RPMs, not the CPM, because the CPM is what the businesses pay YouTube, and then there's a difference what YouTube pay you. The difference is RPM, right? And another clarity I want to do, because I know it kind of gave confusion, even though I said it correctly in the video. There was a change last year in order to promote in order to promote newer content creators, to kind of give them a bit of encouragement, because for a lot of people that 4,000 watch hours does take a while to accumulate if they're not able to. I made a video about this. Dedicate the time it's needed in order to really sit down here and do what you need to do in order to get them 4,000 watch hours. So what they did was they cut it back to 3,000 watch hours and 500 subscribers in order for you to go to the first tier of monetization. That does not mean that you're getting paid for ads. That means that you are able now to open up a store, an e-commerce store on your website, on your platform. You also are able to open up super chats on your platform, and you're also able to open up membership fees if you want to give exclusive information to your members. And that is a way you can generate income before you get to the overall open up status, where that is the 4,000 watch hours and the 1,000 subscribers. But they give you like a almost there thing to congratulate you on and hurry up and get the momentum going. But you still need to get that extra 1,000 watch time hours, and you still have to get that extra 500 subscribers in order to be paid on ads. That's it. In order to be paid on ads on your video. But I also want to remind you, YouTube is still getting paid on your video, even though you aren't, as far as ads, because they get paid at the beginning and they get paid at the end of your video. The only thing AdSense does, and yes, I do have an AdSense account for those that might not understand, I do have an AdSense account once I got approved on the first tier. With my status as of right now, I do not get paid on ads because I need the 1,000 subscribers. I already have the 4,000 watch hours that also renews itself every year. Okay, I'm at almost 7,000 actually, as far as the watch hours. It's like 6,900 as far as my watch hours, but I'm still down when it comes to overall subscribers. Last time I checked, I'm checking where I can see real quick. Has it changed yet? I'm still down by 106 subscribers when it comes to opening my platform up to the full benefit of being paid by ads on my channel, because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. However, there are still other ways to be paid on this platform without needing that, and you probably could make way more money doing them that way than actually going through the AdSense, y'all. It's just, you have to treat it like a business more so than treating it like, oh, you're just waiting around for YouTube to pay you for whatever money that you get paid on your ads. There are so many ways in this platform dealing with marketing and sales to generate you income if you really put the effort in to trying to get that money to be made on the platforms. So just don't be geared into AdSense and reaching these goals of becoming monetized on your channel. There are several ways to do this, but there's also 3 components that I want to talk about on this video that will help each and every one of your videos if you can find a way to talk about these some kind of way. And to be real with you, I've already did it with you on this video, but we're going to go back and I'm going to show you what I actually did, okay? You always need to know the why, what is actually happening. So the first one I want to talk about is the relationship when we're talking to people on our videos, when we're making these videos. You got to find a way to connect with the viewer that is watching this video with you, whether it's sharing a personal story about yourself, or whether sharing in the comments where y'all are talking in the comments, whether y'all are going back on their page versus your page or somebody else's page. All that is called engagement. It's the relationship that you are building with your viewer. And if you can form some type of relationship with your viewers, then you already got one step in having a great video long term, okay? The second thing you need to tap into is wealth. Wealth is the second thing that you have to tap into every video. Now, how you go about tapping into that, you got to figure that out yourself, okay? I've actually talked to you about generating wealth by me explaining to you how the AdSense work and how the monetization works. So we're engaging with communication of finances. Anytime when you're dealing with wealth, and I made a little keynote here so I wouldn't miss anything. Anytime you talk to people about money or making money, if you're emphasizing making it, managing it, spending it, and investing it, it will get people's attention. Why? Because people need money to live. Point blank, period. Especially in this day and time, people need funding in order to do what they need to do. You can't go do stuff that's really going to be beneficial to you to help grow your business in some kind of way without any money. Some knowledge is free, but not all knowledge is free. Some knowledge that you obtain, you have to pay for that knowledge, right? So you do need money. Money is relevant for everybody. My thing is, I just would not make money my only goal, because if you ask a lot of millionaires who are on their deathbed, when they get ready to depart from here, they can care less about their money. It was never about their money to them. Now they finally realizing what life was all about. But most people tend to find out what life is about on their deathbed. It's time to find out what life is about when you're living, so that way you can enjoy the life that you're living. Okay, so it's not all about money. Don't let anybody make you think otherwise. When people tell people, people that say it's not about money, they're lying. They're lying, because it's not always about money. It's just their mentality and their maturity is not there yet. And at some point in life, they will learn it is not all about money. The next thing you need to tap into with every video is health. Now, when I'm talking about health, I'm not necessarily talking about the physique of health, or where you have to be working out or whatever and talking about working out. But no, we could be talking about the physical, or we could be talking about the mental when it comes to the health. But you need to relate something about your video when it comes to health, about your videos. And the way you can kind of do all 3 things naturally, which in your video, is just simply sharing your story, on your personal story, on what happened with you in relation to these 3 things. or someone else's video, or someone else's success or video, if you feel like yours isn't enough. But that's where you really connect with your people, because yours really is. You don't really have to focus on everybody else's on. You can just focus on yourself, because you will realize is you connect more with people than what you think. It ain't about the money that you're connecting with. It's about the experiences. It's about the likeness of. You can have trauma bonding, you can have growth bonding. There's all kind of bondings you can do with all kind of people. A millionaire can bond with somebody who's dirt poor on the street. Middle class person can bond with somebody who is in the upper level or high value or whatever stipulations y'all put on people in order to show their worth. You know, people need to start looking at people through the eyes not of man from dollar signs, but of character. All right, y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and conclude this video, but I hope you learned something on here that can actually help you and grow your channel the way you need it to be. As always, be your brothers and your sisters keeper, y'all. Don't forget to hit that bell on my channel. Join the family with me. Put some comments down inside there so we can talk and we can actually learn from one another, because we can all learn from each other. I keep telling y'all that. That's not a slogan. That's the truth. We can all learn from each other. And as always, toodles.